difference between a drag king, a drag queen, and a drag thing?
I think that is a hard question to answer.
The difference, I believe they're all people who, explore gender in a variety of ways, but
a drag queen is a masculine or male-presenting person who's performing an exaggerated version of femininity.
First of all, up to your own interpretation.
Drag king goes more for the masculine side, drag queen more for the feminine side.
Be like a queen, and drag thing
is someone that kind of encapsulates, that's not the right word. And then a drag thing is someone who encapsulates sort of a blend of whatever their artistry is.
Clowns and just fun and like weird, quirky things.
Because it's gender fuckery at its best.
And a drag thing is someone who just blurs the lines in incredible ways. And
drag thing is the first time I've actually ever heard of the term, and I actually really dig that term because coming as now that I'm transgendered, I fit yet again in this really interesting wave of knowledge and openness within the community, a queer community now, not rigid. Does that make sense?
I would say energy.
Boys, girls, freaky babies.
Each of those are descriptors for different types of drag, most often related to different gender presentations.
And I think a lot of it comes down to presentation.
perception.
I think that is up to the performer.
Whatever the performer decides for themselves.
Are they a drag queen playing with masculine elements or a drag thing playing with elements that they just want to do whatever they want with? Or is it a drag king playing with like feminine and masculine elements?
It's all in where you root your performance. So if you feel like your performance is centered in masculinity or femininity, or you don't want to center it in anything and you're just a creature.
Shoe size.
I think we all smell like hairspray. It might be like playing different instruments. Like the instrument that a drag king plays on is masculinity, whereas a drag queen plays on femininity, and then a drag thing plays guitar.
Drag as a performance, inherently, like one of the pillars is about gender. It's one of the things that separates it from just like burlesque or performance art or straight people lip syncing, ripping off straight culture.
Whichever direction you're pushing gender from, you're bastardizing it in an interesting way. And in a feminist way, I think that's the best drag in my opinion.
Okay, see, maybe I should have gotten the questions beforehand. That's crazy.
The difference between a drag king, a drag queen, and a drag thing.
I think it can vary a lot in between performers, but generally it has to do with
the gender that that person's presenting as when they perform.
It's the way that they express gender in their drag.
One of those three gets booked more often.
I don't know.
Because I feel like I only see shows here, and it's like asking me the difference between like two of my friends. Like I don't know how to answer the question, I guess. So I feel like there is no difference.
Absolutely nothing.
I think there is no specific way to...
Depending on the person that is performing and how they identify themselves, and can be constantly changing depending on who is claiming that identity.
I don't know, I find a lot of like they, thems tend to like migrate to like the thing of it all.
And I've heard from a lot of actually like non-binary performers recently that they don't like the term thing necessarily, because some of them it doesn't quite feel right. It's also like, why does the lack of binary suddenly exclude me from feeling like royalty like everyone else?
I've always been more relatable to like a creature than like a person, you know?
Because though the aesthetics may not fully be understood by the audience, I feel like to the individual person it means a lot.
I don't think drag queens have really faced that question a lot. Like, I'm sure they face it from the public, but not from other queer people and not from other drag performers, the same way that drag kings and things are constantly having to go, what are you doing? And sometimes I don't want to give an answer. Sometimes I just want to say, I don't know what I'm doing. Isn't it just enough to be fabulous? I feel like growing up, they'd be like, what do you want to be when you're older? And I'd be like, a dog. I don't know, a rock. It's so limiting to be in like, you know, a vessel like a person.
Me too.
Like I always tell my friends I want to be a tree, like my body.
Yes. Yes.
No shame, just lines.
I feel that.
I started out feeling like a drag king, and then I started calling myself a drag thing, and lately I just feel like a drag demon.
It is so expansive. There are so many different ways to do drag, to be a king, to be a queen, to be a thing, to be a monarch, or whatever title you want to use. And so long as you are a part of the community and you learn the history of drag and the history of queerness, you can do whatever you want, babe. You, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
You killed that.
Thank you. Thank you.